What's up, guys? Yaptany Yap Tano here, back again with another yap-filled video. Um, Internet's favorite yapper. I totally mess it up. Anyway, it's your boy Starseed. Um, right now in the background, I have some gameplay of Neon White. I just recently started playing it. I seen IGN do like a review of the game once, and I didn't really know what to think about it. It sounded a little weird, but this game is fire. I can't even lie. But we're not really here to talk about the game. Um, Today we're talking about how life is finite. Life and everything in it is finite. Not just life, the universe eventually, just this whole entire existence that we have here together. And before I get into it, I want to say I know I've been like super inconsistent with, uploads and streams and shorts and all kinds of stuff like that. But I'm still in a period of my life where I would say I'm in a pretty depressed state. I have some things going on. I'm trying to figure out this new job still. I'm just trying to find a good balance, and I'm also still trying to find just a consistent editor, somebody that can edit for me. So just another little bit of an update. But what I really want to talk about is just how finite everything is. Everything in this known universe, even the unknown universe, is just finite. And that really grounds me, because even in this depressed state that I'm in, this depressed mindset that I'm in this just somber feeling that I have, it lets me know that not everything will last forever. And that may be depressing to some people, and oftentimes it is depressing to think that, you know, your family members, your friends, friendships, relationships, not everything will last, which is okay. That's life. That is normal. That is to be expected. Not everything is supposed to last. If everything were to last, then we wouldn't be able to appreciate all of the small times, the small moments, And I think it's really beautiful that we're able to sit here and even just have these discussions about, you know, how finite things are and how we got to use our time wisely as humans. Like, we are not even the longest living beings on this world. This world has been around for billions and billions of years, and it'll be here after us as well, but even that'll end, which is a crazy sentiment to even think about. But that, again, that's just the beauty of everything. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is just to remind you that even if you're going through a problem, even if you're going through a hard time in life, everything ends eventually. Every bad time ends. Every good day ends. So it's not just the good, it's not just the bad. Everything ends eventually. It's the old saying of all good things must come to an end, And even the same goes for the inverse. All bad things must come to an end. And so I just know in the state that I'm in currently, like I said, it'll pass over eventually, and then I'll get back to my normal self. Despite of everything that's been happening around me, and despite all the new life changes and health concerns that I've had, things will get better, and I do know that. And then things might get worse, and I do know that as well. And then they might get better, and then they might stay in the middle. But it just goes back to, don't get caught up so much in the problem that you're facing. Don't get caught up so much in the negativity, or, it's going to sound a little weird, but even the good times. Sometimes you can get too caught up in the good times and forget that you have to, put your foot down, or you have to like really lock in on certain things. You can get caught up and just get too comfortable. So just even, trying to care about things that are not necessarily your problem. Things in life, things in life don't last forever. So why be upset about things that don't even really concern you? I know Karens are like the biggest problem of this, but they'll just insert themselves into things that don't even really matter or concern them, but they want to be upset about somebody else's problems. But that can also be construed in a different sense of like, if you have a friend who just doesn't listen to your advice, or, and I know that's a big problem for me. I want my friends to, succeed in life, and sometimes I give them advice and or my opinion on certain things, and they just don't listen, and things go the way I thought it would go, which would be like a negative way. And you just can't get upset. And that's why, like, for me at least, I've stopped really giving my advice out there unless I'm asked, because nobody asked for my advice, and I just had to kind of learn that. And on top of that, going back to just not being concerned about other people's problems, it's like, why am I concerning myself so much with other people's lives? I know why. It's because I care, but I gotta care about my own life at the end of the day. And that may sound selfish, but I don't have too much time in this world, and I don't want to try and waste a ton of my time. I know it sounds a little bit cruel, but I still would like to help my friends and my family by giving them advice and trying to just be there. But I should listen to my own advice. I should take my own advice, heed my own like warnings, do what I think is right. And that's because I'm the only person that will always take my own advice. I mean, sometimes I don't, but more often than not, I will. And being concerned about other people's problems, or being concerned about another country's problems or another nation's problems, like, it's good. And I'm not saying like as humans we shouldn't, but sometimes, it's good to take a step back from those things and realize that these are not your problems. These are not things that you need to like overly worry about. And I'm not saying like you need to forget about these things completely or not advocate for these things, but eventually these things will end. And I know like helping out and saying something will help end that, but don't let it consume your life is all I'm trying to say. And don't let it be like your whole entire personality outside of trying to help. Being helpful is always good, but trying to always be concerned about other people's problems is like, it's beat, man. But another thing that really and this might get to like a little bit more depressing, another thing that really got me into this mindset about just thinking about how everything is finite in this world is up late nights. I wanted to talk about this in like another video, but I guess I'll talk about it here as well. I'll go a little bit more in depth in, I guess, the next video, but it's just, I've been watching videos and they've been popping up in my feed. I guess it's just because of, my mindset and where I've been at, but a lot of videos have been popping up in my feed about, terminal illnesses and cancer patients. And there's a lot of people that document their last days on YouTube, which is a little bit humbling. It's real and visceral in the fact that a lot of the times on YouTube, most of the time, and just most entertainment like platforms that you're trying to seek entertainment or dopamine on, everything's always usually just all smiles, rainbows, happiness. But I find something so surreal about people that are facing these terminal illnesses and they're vlogging or reporting their last day. And there's something about that I just can't shake, because again, everything is finite. And usually, people without terminal illnesses, we don't think about that a lot. We don't think about how life is seemingly ending for us. We don't think about how we could be gone tomorrow, or we can, lose our lives in an instant, or lose somebody else in an instant that we care about and love, or we could be coming down with like some terminal illness that we can't cure. We don't think about that on the day-to-day because we're not, I guess, subjected to our own mortality every day. But for the people that are fighting like, cancer and these terminal illnesses that are incurable, I really feel for them. And just the fact that they get on camera and then share their story and then share their battle, and then also on their last days of recording, or filming like the last like goodbye, they're facing life, or I guess death, with a smile on their face. And some of these people, I know there's like Chemo King out there who I like follow, and some people take that even shortened lifespan to do something with their life. They take that finality, and as sad as it is to say, like before this, they probably weren't doing as much as they wanted to, but everybody needs a kick every once in a while. And unfortunately, sometimes people need the biggest kick of all, and that's being faced with your own mortality, your own, humanity, or I guess the end of it. And it's just, it's grounding. It's very humbling seeing these people face things that hopefully I'll never have to face, and that you'll never have to face in your life. And it's very unfortunate that they do have to face these things, but they face these things with just a level of strength and dignity. And they decided that they wanted to take a hold of their life, and they didn't want to be sad at the end of it. And I think there's something beautiful about that, and just something intrinsic, and just something you can take away from that. Live your life to the fullest. Don't be too stuck up on other people's problems, other problems around the world that just really actually don't concern you. I understand, like, there's a lot of fucked up shit in the world, but there's also a lot of good in the world, and that's not to absolve all the fucked up shit, but we can't solve all of the world's problems. Like, as much as I'd like to sit here and be like, oh, we can solve everything, humans can solve everything. Even if we did solve everything, more problems would just arise. We're human. It happens. So there's no such thing as a perfect world. And even at the end of the day, even if there is good, there has to be bad, unfortunately. But again, that's life. That's life. And the good won't last forever, and the bad won't last forever. But I think that's going to do it from you guys. Thank you guys for listening to me. I don't think I'm going to like try and reinvent the wheel here. Just a quick update. I don't think I'm going to try and reinvent the wheel here with, trying to change up my content too much. I feel like I got a few things in the pipeline that I do want to try and I do want to make, and I will script out. But as far as just getting on here and yapping, I think that's just, there's going to be people that hate. Fuck them, right? There's going to be people that enjoy what I have to say, or at least listen. And those are the people that I care about, like, coming through here. I really just want to have a community that, is down to just listen and talk back and hear me out on just the different things that I want to say. So I am trying to find a little bit more consistency for you guys. I'm sorry for everybody that, really enjoys my content. But I will get back into it. Anyways, I'm like really blabbering now, but thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. I'll make sure that it's here sometime soon. Peace.